But this time, Monday through Friday, we have something called the Encouraging Story of the Day. You can share yours.
We'd love it. It's easy for you to share. Just bragging on God. 800-900-1300.
And we asked Lisa if she had one of those. We like to ask artists and things like that. So you've got an encouraging story.
I do. We've been talking about saying no this morning, gracious ways to say no, but it's so that we can say our best yes answers. And sometimes with God's will, it's a big question. What is God's will? God just wants us to pay attention. And so my encouraging story comes from me paying attention one day. I ran into a neighbor of mine who had just lost his wife to cancer. And his wife, Mary, was beautiful, amazing, the queen of hospitality in our neighborhood. And she was her loss was so felt. So I ran into Ken, my neighbor, and I walked up to him. I had 3 little kids at the time, and life was chaotic and busy. And I walked up and I said, Ken, how are you doing? And he said, not good, Lisa. The silence is killing me. Oh. And in that moment, I knew God was saying, Lisa, this is a best yes. Helping Ken is a best yes. But I wasn't great at cooking like Mary. I wasn't great at hospitality. And yet I felt like the Lord was saying, Lisa, invite him over to dinner. And so I thought about, what is he really needing? It's not necessarily a great home-cooked meal. He said the silence is killing him. With 3 little kids, I have lots of noise.
Come on.
And so I said, Ken, would you like to come over to our house Monday night for dinner? I can't promise you an awesome meal, but I can absolutely promise you a healthy dose of noise. And he said, I'll be there. And so he came Monday night, and it was so amazing and beautiful. And that night, as he was leaving, he stepped off the sidewalk, walked over to this bush that was in our front yard, took a flower from that bush, cupped it in his hand, smelled really deeply, and he looked back at me and he said, Lisa, don't miss this. And he wasn't saying, like, stop and smell the roses. What Ken was really saying is, Lisa, in the middle of all the blessings, there are going to be burdens, but don't miss the blessings by getting so focused on the burdens. Don't miss this, the beauty of the noise that you have right now. Well, Ken loved that Monday night dinner so much. I invited him the next Monday and the next Monday. He came to our house almost every Monday night for an entire year.
Mondays with Ken.
Mondays with Ken. And then he met a woman who could cook. And then he started going to her house on Monday, and they got married.
Oh, I love that.
Yay!
Beautiful.